All right, we're hitting at 70% in our last 10 college basketball tier package bets on my website. And I'll include a link for today's college basketball tier package bet in the description section below. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to our video here today for Tuesday, December 6, 2022. My name is Brock Page, and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. I also sell my personal sports bets on patreon.com/BrockPage. And once again, guys, I'm 7-3 in my last 10 college basketball tier package bets on that site. Just a reminder, guys, if you sign up for that package here today, you're going to get access to that membership for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus here, guys, you're also going to get access to all my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. I currently have over 540 members who are signed up and active on that site right now. And with that, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're going to start off with the Pistons at the Heat, 7:30 Eastern start time. Miami's the 8.5-point favorite, totals 221.5. Now, it does look like the Heat's back to full strength here. A lot of injuries over the past few weeks or so, but it does look like they should be good to go. Jimmy Butler's the team's leading scorer with 21 points a night. Meanwhile, Bam Adebayo's grabbing 9 rebounds a game. And he scores over 20.5 points a game himself. When it comes to defensive play, the Heat's awful tough to score against. They're in the top 10 in the league in fewest points allowed. They're facing a Detroit squad who struggles getting to the hoop. They're actually in the bottom 3 in the NBA right now in offensive field goal percentage. And out of Detroit's 13 road games this year, they got the W only twice. Now, injury-wise, Isaiah Livers is out with a shoulder. Meanwhile, for Miami, Victor Oladipo still out with a knee. When it comes to the total in this one, 4 out of Miami's last 6 did get over the total. They're also 67% to the over in South Beach. Meanwhile, Detroit's gone 60% to the over for the entire year. I'm going to lean toward Miami, minus 8.5. Over 221 and a hook. Next ball game, Lakers, Cavaliers, 7:30 p.m. East. Cleveland's the 4-point favorite at home, totals 226. And speaking of the total in this one, the Cavs saw overs recently against Milwaukee and Charlotte. Meanwhile, for the Lakers on the other side, they saw their last 3 straight get over the line themselves. Now, injury-wise, the Lakers are mostly healthy right now for the exception of Wenyen Gabriel. He's questionable with a shoulder injury. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, Dean Wade is out. Jarrett Allen's questionable. When it comes to selecting a winner in this one, both teams do have some flaws that definitely concern me. Cleveland failed to cover in 3 out of their last 4, and they're amongst the worst second-half scoring teams in the game. And speaking of worst, the Lakers on the other side, they're allowing more third-quarter points a game on the road than any other club in the association. So when it comes to selecting a winner in this one, this game's being featured as my NBA tier package bet on my website. So if you want to see whether I like the Lakers catching points on the road, or if I like Cleveland laying a couple of buckets at home, there's only one way to find out, and that's to sign up for my NBA tier package bet on my website. And just a reminder, guys, if you sign up for that package here today, you're going to get access to that membership for the next 30 days. And of course, as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all my cheaper memberships on that site, absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. But as far as making a free pick is concerned with that game, we're going to make a lean on the total in this one. I like the over 226. And with that, we're going to jump into our next and final NBA breakdown. It is going to be Mavs Nugs, 10 o'clock East. Denver's minus 4.5, totals 224. Now, the Nuggets covered in 5 out of their last 8, and they're winning 75% of their home games. They're also arguably the best shooting team in the game right now. They're leading the NBA in offensive field goal percentage. Now, they're also leading the league in shooting the 3-ball at home. Bones Highland's knocking down nearly 44% of his three-pointers. Meanwhile, Nikola Jokic, he's averaging a team-best 23 points a game. When it comes to defensive play, the Nuggets are allowing only 105 points a game in the ball arena. They're facing a Dallas club who's one of the lower scoring teams in the West. And when it comes to rebounding the basketball, well, these guys are also dead last in offensive boards per game. That's in the entire NBA. Now, injury-wise, the Mavs are relatively healthy at the moment. Meanwhile, for Denver, Green, KCP, and Watson, they're all questionable. Michael Porter Jr. is out. When it comes to the total, Denver's gone 75% to the under in the Mile High City. Meanwhile, Dallas saw unders against the likes of New York, Toronto, and this very Denver team. I'm going to lean toward the Nuggets minus 4.5, under 224. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. I like Miami minus 8.5, over 221 and a hook. I also like the over 226 in the Lakers-Cavaliers game. Give me Denver minus 4.5, under 224. And with that, we're going to slide into some NHL quick picks. Give me New Jersey minus 1.5, under 6.5 goals. Pittsburgh minus 1.5, over 6 and a hook. I also like Tampa Bay minus 1.5, over 6 goals. Give me Ottawa minus $1.15, over 6.5. I'm also leaning toward the Islanders minus 165, under 6. Give me Winnipeg plus $1, under 6.5. Dallas plus $1, under 6.5 goals. Carolina minus 1.5, under 6. Montreal plus 1.5, under 6.5 goals. And with that, we're going to jump into our college basketball picks. Give me Air Force minus 3, under 127. Oakland plus 17, over 141. Yale plus 7, under 133. Bucknell plus 5, under 139. Maryland Eastern Shore plus 15, under 134. Fordham minus 10, under 133. Columbia plus 8, over 150.5. Arkansas minus 19, over 135 and a hook. UNC Wilmington minus 5.5, under 135. Iona plus 2, over 151. Temple minus 10.5, over 141.5. American University plus 4, under 128. Dartmouth plus 5, over 134.5. NC State minus 21.5, over 157. Furman minus 12, over 156. Georgia Bulldogs plus 4, under 133. New Hampshire plus 14, under 127. Illinois plus 3, under 141. Hartford plus 9, under 134.5. Winthrop minus 11.5, over 157. College of Charleston minus 15, over 144. Milwaukee plus 10, under 145. Princeton minus 11, under 131. Coastal Carolina plus 7, over 137. Houston minus 32, under 136.5. UT Arlington plus 12, under 115. Bradley minus 6, under 136. Memphis minus 26, over 145.5. Wisconsin Green Bay plus 19, under 126. Tarleton State plus 20, over 143. TCU minus 22.5, under 139 and a hook. Oklahoma minus 17, under 123. Kansas State minus 12, under 137. James Madison plus 12, under 134.5. Arkansas State minus 2, under 142. Northern Iowa plus 5, over 153. NC Central plus 19, over 145.5. Maryland plus 2, under 131. Idaho minus 3.5, over 138 and a hook. Sam Houston State plus 10, over 130. Montana minus 1.5, under 137. Texas A&M Commerce plus 12, under 132. Iowa Hawkeyes plus 4, over 146. Northern Arizona plus 6, over 148.5. Cal State Bakersfield plus 8, under 122. I like the over 144 in the Nevada Pepperdine game. With my next and final free pick, I'm going to lean toward Bryant plus 9, over 162.